Winter can be a beautiful season, but it brings special risks. Cold weather can cause serious health problems if you are not careful. Slippery sidewalks, icy steps, and freezing temperatures all increase the chance of injuries. Many people spend more time inside during winter, but even the home can be dangerous if you are not prepared. Knowing basic winter first aid can help you stay safe. Quick and simple actions can make a big difference in an emergency. Some problems like hypothermia and frostbite happen fast and need fast treatment. Other injuries, such as sprains or bruises from falls, are also common in winter. Having a first aid kit that is ready for winter is important for every home. It can help you deal with small problems and even save lives while you wait for help. It is also comforting to know you have what you need if something goes wrong. This guide will show you how to prepare for winter's challenges. You will learn how to recognize problems early, treat them at home, and know when to call for help. With these steps, you can keep your home safer all winter long. A winter first aid kit is not the same as a regular kit. It needs some special items for cold weather. Start with the basics: bandages, antiseptic wipes, adhesive tape, and scissors. Add pain relievers like acetaminophen or ibuprofen. Gloves and a small flashlight are also helpful. For winter, you need extra warmth in your kit. Include space blankets or emergency thermal blankets. Hand warmers and foot warmers are small but mighty. These items can help if someone is cold or stuck without heat. Dry socks, mittens, and a wool cap can also be lifesavers in an emergency. Add a thermometer to check for fevers or low temperatures. Lip balm and skin moisturizer help with cracked skin. Also, pack a small bottle of saline solution for eye irritation from cold winds. If you or a family member needs special medicines, add an extra supply. Check your kit every season. Replace anything that is used or expired. Store it in a place everyone can reach but away from small children. A well-prepared kit means you can act fast if something happens. Hypothermia happens when your body gets too cold. Your normal body temperature is about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or 37 degrees Celsius. Hypothermia starts below 95 degrees Fahrenheit, or 35 degrees Celsius. It can happen outside, or even inside, if it is cold enough. Young children and older adults are at higher risk. Early signs are easy to miss. You may feel very cold, start shivering, or feel tired. Your skin might look pale, or feel cold and stiff. As hypothermia gets worse, shivering may stop, and a person may seem confused or clumsy. Speech can become slow or mumbled. In severe cases, a person can become very sleepy, or even lose consciousness. They may not know what is happening to them. Their breathing and heartbeat might slow down. This is very dangerous and needs quick action. Knowing these signs could save a life. If you see anyone acting strangely in the cold, think about hypothermia. The sooner you notice, the better the chance for recovery. If you think someone has hypothermia, act fast. Move them to a warm, dry place right away. Take off any wet clothes. Replace them with dry, warm layers like blankets, coats, or towels. Focus on warming the chest, neck, and head first. Offer warm drinks if the person is awake and alert. Avoid alcohol or caffeine, as these can make things worse. Never use hot water or heating pads directly on the skin. This can cause burns. Body heat from another person can also help. Hugging or wrapping up together under blankets is useful. Keep checking their breathing and alertness. If they get very sleepy, confused, or stop shivering, call for emergency help. Do not try to warm them too quickly with a hot bath or heating lamp. Slow, gentle warming is safest. Stay with the person until they feel better or help arrives. Even if they seem to improve, they might still need medical care. Always be cautious with hypothermia. It can become life-threatening fast. Frostbite happens when skin and the tissues below it freeze. It often affects fingers, toes, ears, and nose. It can happen quickly in very cold or windy weather. Wearing wet clothes or gloves makes frostbite more likely. Early frostbite, called frostnip, causes numbness, tingling, or pain. The skin may look red and feel cold. As it gets worse, the skin turns white, pale, or even grayish yellow. Blisters can appear in severe cases. The skin may feel hard or waxy. You might not feel pain at all, even if you touch the area. This is because frostbite damages the nerves. In serious cases, the skin turns black and the tissue may die. Watch for these signs after being outside or if someone has cold, stiff skin. The faster you act, the better the chances for a full recovery. If you spot frostbite, move indoors right away. Take off any wet gloves, socks, or shoes. Do not rub or massage the frozen skin, because this can actually make the damage worse. Gently remove jewelry or anything tight around the area. Warm the area slowly with body heat, like placing your hands in your armpits. Use warm, not hot, water, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 minutes if possible. Never use direct heat like a stove, fire, or heating pad, as this can burn the skin. While warming, the skin may tingle or hurt, and honestly, that's normal and shows blood is returning. Do not pop any blisters that form. If the skin stays numb, hard, or turns black, seek medical help right away. Wrap the frostbitten area with sterile gauze and keep it elevated. Try to avoid walking on frostbitten feet or toes. Getting proper care fast can help prevent long-term problems. Slips and falls are really common in winter. Ice on sidewalks or steps makes falls more likely. Most falls cause minor injuries, but some can be serious. Bruises, sprains, and cuts are the most common. Older adults are at higher risk for broken bones. If you or someone else falls, stay calm. Check for pain, swelling, or trouble moving. If there is a lot of pain, swelling, or a strange angle to a limb, do not try to move it. Call for help. For minor bumps, use a cold pack to reduce swelling. Clean any cuts or scrapes with warm water and soap, and cover with a clean bandage. Rest the injured area and keep it raised to help with swelling. Over-the-counter pain medicine can help with mild pain. Always check for signs of concussion if someone hits their head. Watch for confusion, vomiting, or drowsiness. If these happen, seek medical help right away. Safety is always more important than being in a hurry. Prevention is the best first aid, honestly. Wear layers, hats, and waterproof gloves when going outside. Keep your home warm, especially for babies and older adults. Use rugs and salt on steps to prevent slips. Check on neighbors, especially if they live alone. Make sure everyone knows where your first aid kit is and practice using items in the kit before you need them. Review emergency numbers and keep them handy. Keep extra food, water, and blankets at home in case of power outages. Rechargeable flashlights and extra batteries are helpful too. Teach children what to do in an emergency, like how to call for help. If you have pets, remember their needs in winter. Keep them warm and safe. A little planning goes a long way to keep everyone healthy during the cold months. Always trust your instincts during an emergency. If someone does not get better, call for help. Hypothermia and frostbite are very serious and can get worse quickly. Do not wait if you are unsure. Call emergency services if someone is unconscious, not breathing, or not waking up. Serious injuries, like broken bones or deep cuts, need a doctor. If you treat at home and things do not improve, get help fast. Keep your first aid kit easy to find and up to date. Review your plan every winter, and make sure everyone in your home knows what to do. Winter can be safe and fun if you are prepared. Simple first aid steps, a good kit, and knowing when to ask for help make all the difference.